Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Prospect E-Racing League series, depending on where you want to look at it, prospects, just in general. But anyways, we got round one of Tier 1 coming up for the Season 16 opener here at Las Vegas. As we now go through the driver lineups, we've already had a few of them. Now we're going to the Mercedes. We've got Robbie and Clemo. That's a very strong team, as we did see the driver team wheel spin a while back. I think it was a few weeks back. But without further ado, we're almost about to go into qualifying, but we're going to finish up on the driver lineups, and then we'll see how qualifying finishes out. So F1 Connor and Gopher in the V car. That's a very strong pairing. That is a very strong pairing. I'm going to see Gopher up there. I'm going to also see Connor up there. Minnie's going to be up there. There's going to be so many drivers definitely up there in the top five. We got Ryan and Kitch in the Haas. And I think there's two more teams left. We got Samuel Drake, Brownie Boy in the Williams. That's another decent lineup as well. And then we go on to the Kix Albert of Wilsey and Sam Ross 37. So we have now gone through the driver lineups. We now go into qualifying. I thought I would get away with it, but I didn't. Let's move that there, see if that works. Oh, that's perfect. We'll do that. Okay, there we go. Alright, chat, how is everyone doing? Welcome to this beautiful, beautiful track of Las Vegas. We know there's going to be walls, we know there's going to be corners, carnage, and then 17 corners, as well as one very long straight. So it's going to be very interesting. This is one of the tricky braking zones, trying to get the car rotated in early, trying to get over that first curb, and then want to miss that second so you don't slip through turn 8 at the MSG Sphere as we go now in towards turn 10. I'm looking good. I'm hoping this race is going to be good. We all know that Vegas is crazy, wild, but we may as well start making our predictions on who's going to be at the front. So, starting off, we've got Minnie. Minnie's a quick driver. Minnie has... how do I put this? Talent. Minnie's got talent. Kai, not so sure about. Same way... oh, actually, we know. Elrian. Ooh. That name sounds very familiar. We could see him up top as well. Alex, I'm not used to either. Samuel, my... last season teammate for like a round or two. Yeah, he's going to be up there as well. The Williams drivers hoping to get a good result here as well. Grandad Gamer with the Prime sub, mate. Thank you so much. It's 14 months as well. Yeah, congratulations. As we're on board with Minnie, we will be going off board now to go on board with someone who is on a lap. So let's have a look. Full Air's now heading down the Koval lane. Let's see, is there another driver on a fast lap? Gopher is on a fast lap. Is he the furthest car ahead? Yes, he is. So we'll go on board with the Gopher Live as we now go through in towards the elevated monorail at turn 9. You just see it on the left there. Very nice and white as well. See, that's one place I want to visit is Vegas. Just gamble. Just pure go out gambling. As now we go through the Fashion Mall at turn 12, now past the Treasure Island, and what is this? It started at 9:30, thought it was at 10. Well, it is supposed to be 9:30 start. We had a few drivers late. Gopher took his time. We readied up like 5 minutes late to about 10 minutes late. So, fun. Now we're 20 minutes to, and we still got 14 minutes of qualifying left, but oh well, oh well. Anyways, we're on board with Gopher once again in the V-Carb, heading round at 14, 15 and 16. He's been having a lot of issues with that corner as of recently, as we now go down to where Gopher's favourite place is, at the top, Golf at 17, and then round the final corner and across the line. It's a 1:32.1 for the V-Carb driver. We now go on board with Full Air, who's going to be the next driver to set a lap. The Ferrari in red now comes around the final corner to set his first lap, and it's only off by about 600ths. And there goes Minnie as well. Oof, Minnie, man. Wow, great lap time from the Alpine there. Puts him into provisional pole position. We do have Robin in the Mercedes coming around the final corner next. He's going to be setting a lap of a 1:35. Wow. A great lap. Connor now, 30.8. So we're seeing a lot of drivers now chipping into the 30s. We could maybe see one into the 29 towards the end of the session. Daz goes 4th fastest with a 31.6. As that was Brown going 3rd fastest, 31.3. The Haas driver of Ryan goes 6th. We do have another Mercedes, that's Kai on an outlap. We do have the McLarens of just behind them, actually, of Kane and Red Dog. We know Kane, could he set up a good lap here? Up to the final corner, he's 28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, just under 31 seconds there. And we do see Red Dog now crossing the line, goes 10th fastest, 2.5 off of Fuller. That's a big gap for Red Dog, but I guess he is a tier 3 driver, so there's that. We've got Alex coming around to start his next run. We have a V-Carb. Is that Gopher? It is Gopher. He's not improving this lap, but he will be going on another run. His teammate of Connor's out as well, and oh no, Gopher into the pit lane. Only one run. Interesting. Pretty interesting. Fuller will be next. We do have an Alpine. That's going to be Mini into the pit lane. Fuller's going around again. Oh, he smacks the wall. Heading down towards turn 1. Now over the curb and try to get a good camera angle, but there isn't really much. And on the exit, you've got to be very careful. That pit lane is a lot of drivers easily coming out of that pit lane can get in your way sometimes. Maybe even just hold you up a little bit. We see Robin now crossing the line to start his next run. We have an Aston Martin. That's going to be Daz into the pit lane. The V-Carb of Connor just behind him. He's also going into the pit lane, as well as the Haas of Ryan. We do have Kai on a lap here. Let's see where the Mercedes can go. His teammate's currently on pole position. Let's see where Kai can go. And it is a P10, 132.3 for the Mercedes driver. We do have a Red Bull crossing the line. That was Illyrian. And we do have a kick coming up. That's going to be Comey. He's on an outlap. Halo in the Aston Martin will be the next one to settle up. Let's see what he sets. It's a 31.7. Great lap time. Just to put him behind his teammate of Daz, the McLaren of Red Dog. It is Red Dog just coming across the line. No improvement for the McLaren driver. We have a Ferrari just behind. That was Alex, and for some reason it wouldn't let me go on board. I don't think he was there, but anyways, Alex goes P7, 31.715 for the Ferrari driver. And we'd have a Williams next. Is that Brown? No, Brown's in the pit lane, so it's his teammate of Sam. Sam's in the pit lane as well. Fuller is still on track. I think he's going to be boxing. No, he stays out. One more lap for Fuller. Hopefully this can be a better lap than a 32.1. Get into that top 10. Maybe a nice 31.7. Maybe get into the 31.6 just to kind of match Daz almost. But we'll keep an eye on Fuller to see if he can try and improve up to the top 10. We do have Illyrian on a lap heading down the Las Vegas Boulevard. The Strip heading all the way down towards turn 14, 15 and 16. At Planet Hollywood and Cosmopolitan. Now as we go in towards 14 and 15, round at turn 16 and on to Harmon Avenue. We now go all the way down to turn 17 at Top Golf. As soon as we pass Top Golf, it's the finish line, and let's see what his lap time is going to be. It's a 31.0, putting him to a P4, very comfortable P4, I would have to say as well. 3/10 to Brown, just behind him. We do have Komi-san out there on a lap time as well. Let's see what Komi-san can do. He does a P12, 1:31.135. It's not a bad lap time. He goes straight on at turn 1. We have a few more cars coming up to the line. That's Halo into the pit lane. We do have Fuller now on the strip straight. Yes, there we go. Strip straight. Alex into the pit lane. We did see Beasts there just crossing the line to start his next lap. Hopefully he can get one in towards the end of the session here. 9 minutes and 25 seconds left. He's got at least enough time to do 2 runs. The real question is, does he have the tyres for it? We do have Gopher back out on track on a fresh set of softs. Let's see what the V-Carb can do as we go down towards turn 1 at Harbour Island. And, he's went very wide there. I think he's been put off by that Mercedes coming out the pit lane, and that is going to be run over for a Gopher. We do have a Red Bull going across the line. That was Basil going P8, 131.484. Great time from Baz there. As we have not Vader, but his teammate of Ryan, who's just about to finish his outlap. We do have an Alpine as that Band's just behind him. It's not Bands, it's Bands' teammate of Mini. Mini's back out there on track. His first set of softs for the Alpine driver around the final corner and to start his next run. So we're going board with Mini, heading in towards turn 1, heading towards turn 2 as well. And he keeps it nice and smooth, and he's spinned it! Oh, it's in the wall for Mini! Oh, he needs to get out of the way just in case that McLaren comes out. Oh, careful. Oh, that was very dodgy. Who was that from the McLaren? That was Kane, and that might be a... Oh, I think he's slowed down there. Yeah, he's definitely... Yeah, I honestly, I have no words for that. Unfortunately for Mini, he spun and just got into the racing line, which is very unfortunate. We do go back on board with the Alpine of Rapid Beasts, who rounds the final corner and across the line goes 16th with a 32.229. So far, qualifying's been pretty interesting. We got Robin on an invalidated outlap. We do have just behind him a V-carb of Gopher, who now sits down in P13. This is one of the guys that I thought would be up there fighting for podiums and positions and top 5s. But currently, we're not seeing that from Gopher. We need to see that. Come on. V-carb's struggling as well. Like, I knew like he wasn't looking good into the weekend, but hopefully he can improve a little bit. We do have a Haas coming up. Is that Vader? It's not Vader. It's going to be Ryan, who is on a flyer. Let's see what Ryan can do. Heading down towards Topgolf at turn 17. Round the final corner, over the curb and past the line. And it's a 1:31.674 for Ryan. He's only gained by less than a tenth that lap, but it's managed to get him ahead of Daz and into P9. We do have a McLaren coming back onto the track. That's not Red Dog, but Kane, who did get held up by Mini. Just starting his lap. Mini's just, I don't know where Mini is. I think he's well behind him. But we do have one of the Williams drivers. That's Sam, who's not set a lap. Sam crosses the line, goes 5th fastest ahead of his teammate by 0.2 of a second. We now finally see Mini now coming to the line. His teammate's just ahead of him. Can Bands improve? Bands is into the pit lane. What about the Mercedes of Kai? He's just about across the line to start his next run. The Ferrari of not Fuller, but Alex is on a lap. He's a bit cross and start his next run. What about the Kick Sauber Beast? He's into the pit lane, and the other Mercedes of Robin. Let's see what Robin can do. Can Robin improve massively? As I was joking about his consistency in the briefing, which was interesting. As we see the Mercedes now coming around the final corner, but it's not an improved run. 5 seconds down, so I'm assuming it's a double warm-up for Robin. We do have an Aston Martin just behind him. Let's go on board with said Aston Martin. That's going to be Halo, who's on an outlap, starting his next run very shortly. We do have a Haas driver just ahead of him. Is that Ryan? It is Ryan just behind him. And Ryan's 1.3 down, so it's not going to be Ryan to the line. Is it going to be one of the Red Bulls? No, it's not. Is it going to be a Kick Sauber? No, it's not. Is it going to be a Williams? Probably not. Nope. Mercedes? Nope. Other Mercedes? Yep. 10th up for Kai. This will put him ahead of Beasts, but he needs to ideally gain 0.209 just to beat Fuller or tie him at least. Well, let's see what he can do anyways. Now, as we see the Mercedes of Kai heading down towards Topgolf at the final corner, round turn 17 we go, and across the line comes the Mercedes, and it's P14, 4 tenths, just under 4 tenths, quicker that lap. Alex now crosses the line, goes 6th fastest, 4 tenths gained for him as well. So the track evolution, if I were to do this mathematically, there is a 4/10 improvement on track than there was at the start of the session, based on the two drivers that I have currently seen. We do have a V-carb out. That is not corner. Is it the other corner of Gopher? It is. And it's not an improved run for Gopher, so he might have just been starting his run. Let's see on. Let's stay on board with Gopher round at turn 3 and 4 as we now go onto Koval Lane straight, heading down towards Caesar's Forum at turn 5. Opening the DRS, heading all the way down to the right-hander and head to the braking zone, trying to cut that corner. He doesn't cut it, but he does get a decent exit. This is where Gopher could struggle here through this section. Round turn 6 and 7, in towards turn 8. He brakes very, very early in towards the MSG Sphere and then in towards the elevated monorail at turn 9. Back on the power and in towards Sands Avenue at turn 10. Round turn 10 we go and in towards turn 11. And then all the way past Wynn Hotel and in towards Fashion Show Mall at turn 12 as we now pass Treasure Island on the right there, onto the strip at the Las Vegas Boulevard, past the Mirage, onto turn 13 we go, all the way down past Caesar's Palace, and all the way in towards the Bellagio Fountains, and in towards Cosmopolitan we go next at turn 14. Braking just before the 100 board in towards turn 14 at Cosmopolitan, 15 at Planet Hollywood, and then round at turn 16 as we now go on to Harmon Avenue up towards, as I said, Gopher's favourite spot, which is Top Golf at turn 17. We go around the final corner onto the start-finish straight, and it's a P10 for Gopher. He just doesn't manage to beat Mini's time, but it's a 31.423 for Gopher. We got Basil coming up next. Baz goes P6, 3/10 gain. So yes, my mathematical calculations say there is a 4/10 gain on track. So we could see maybe 5/10 improvement at the end of the session, maybe even 6/10. We could see a driver possibly getting into the 29s, Mr. Robin, if he decides to come out for that final run. We do have an Aston Martin. That's Halo into the pit lane, speeding into the pit lane. I should say. We do have Kane out there on an outlap. Red Dog as well, just about to start his next run. Let's see if there's anybody on the lap. His Bands is on a lap, and he's up by 6/10. What did I say, chat? What did I say? 6/10 improvement towards the end of the session. Round turn 16, on to Harmon Avenue and up towards Top Golf. We go on board with the Alpine of Bands. His teammate's currently P10. What can this Alpine do? Round the final corner, and he's only fast enough for P16, a 31.983. What about the Williams of Samuel? Sam's just starting his lap as well as not Alex, as he's just coming out of the pit lane. Don't get in the way. His teammate's just behind him as well. We don't have a Haas driver, Vader, out there on track as the Kicksauber goes into the pit lane just on the left of him. We now see the Haas driver in towards the final corner at Top Golf across the line. And it's P8 for Vader. It's a decent position for Vader. I know he's quick, but that's a pretty impressive position for Vader. And I think that's going to be where he is in the championship towards the end of the season. Is around P10, P8. Depending if we get faster drivers in. We do have Connor out on an outlap as well. He can challenge for that pole position, so make sure you keep an eye out for him. We do have Kane starting a lap. His teammate is on one just behind him, and Red Dog has invalidated it, so it won't be Red Dog. But will it be the Aston Martin? No, it's not. Who's next? Is it Mini? Mini? No, Mini. No. Kicksauber? No. Red Bull? No. Mercedes? No, so everyone's starting their lap. So, say I went on board with... Come on, there's got to be someone that's on a lap. Let's go for on a lap. And Gopher is on a lap. Let's see what he can do. He's 2/10, 3/10 down, 2.5 down on his lap time through Sector 2. He does need to get this improved if he wants to get into that top 10 for qualifying. There's only 35 seconds left of the session. Everyone's on their final runs as we see drivers now going up towards the line. We do have a few drivers coming up to the line. We got Sam just crossing the line, goes P4. We do have a V-Carb. That's Connor starting his next run. The Alpine, where is he? Is Bands into the pit lane. The two Ferraris are up next. Oh, Full Air around the final corner. What can Full Air do as he crosses the line? It's only P18 for Full Air. What about Alex? He's starting his next run. Is it Ryan next? No, it's not. It's his teammate of Vader. Let's go back on board with Ash Driver. He's going into the pit lane. He cannot do any more. We now go on board with Gopher. He's going into the pit lane as well. He's not gaining any time. Two drivers now cannot improve their lap times. And we now go on board with Kane in the McLaren round the final corner up to the line. It's going to be pole position for Kane. Can he hold it? It's a 30.4, but we do have more drivers on their laps. We do have Daz down to P14 right now. He's just about to finish his lap, but I don't know how much he is up by. Around the final corner comes Daz in the Aston Martin. He crosses the line and goes third fastest. Great lap time from Daz. What about Rapid Mini? He goes P5. What a great qualifying for Mini. What about Ryan in the Haas? He does not improve. What about the Kicksauber Beast? He goes 14th and beats Ryan. Last but not least, the Red Bull of Illyrian goes P5. We do have a few more drivers, actually. We do have, I think Sam's on a lap. No, his teammate is, at least. Where is his teammate? P12, Brown. Crosses the line and goes P11 ahead of Alex. We do have a Mercedes out there. That's going to be Robin, who has invalidated it, so he's not going to be taking pole position as Kai improves to 16th. We now go on board with one of the Ferrari drivers, Full Air. Now rounds turn 16 at Planet Hollywood onto Harmon Avenue, down towards Top Golf. Can he improve this lap time? In towards the final corner we go. Is it going to be a good lap? It's a 32 flat, and it's only good enough for P19, but his teammate jumps up to P9. And Sam into the pit lane. That is the end of qualifying, and it's Kane on pole position, followed by Robin in P2. Daz takes third with Connor in P4. Elliot takes takes P5 for Red Bull. The Alpine of Rapid Mini takes P6. Sam in P7 for the Williams, and the second Red Bull of Baz in P8, followed by Alex in the Ferrari and Halo in P10. Great quality, not gonna lie. A lot of action. This is what I like to see. Full grids. Full grids. So as I said, top 10 as you see. Now we go into the bottom 10 of Vader in P11, Brown in P12, Gopher 13th, very low for him. As Beast starts 14th, Ryan P15, Kai P16, Comey P17, Baz P18, Fuller P19, and Red Dog in P20. So far, qualifying's been pretty chill, not gonna lie. Been pretty good. Alright, we'll go up in 2 minutes, guys. 2-minute break. W. wait for this race to get underway. Hopefully it's going to be all fun and handy dandy and there's no issues and less safety cars and more action. All fingers crossed. So we now are 2, 3, 4, 5 lights here in Vegas, and it's now lights out, and away we go. It's an excellent start for Robin on the start-finish straight. He overtakes P1 and Kane, but round the outside goes Daz for the lead of the Grand Prix into turn 1. Daz now leads the Vegas Grand Prix, and round 1. Oh my lord, it's absolute insane start for Daz as here comes Kane and the McLaren to battle for P2. Round the outside goes the McLaren on the Mercedes. The Mercedes holds his line and the Mercedes stays ahead. We got Slidey Hassavader in the background. He's now going to get a little bit of the taste of the Red Bull here. On the inside goes Illyrian. There's contact made and the further contact in towards turns 8. It's beautiful racing, but a little bit of contact. And that is Illyrian up to P7. Excellent start for everyone on the Grand Prix. Here we go. And it's now Kane on Robin. Fighting for P2. Robin goes late on the brakes on the inside. Kane taps the wall. The bollard in the background goes flying off to the right. And it's on to the Vegas Boulevard. The strip or whatever you want to call it, depending on... I guess it doesn't depend, but we're on to the straight anyway, and now no DRS this lap, but we will get it next lap, so we'll see a lot more overtakes down towards turn 14. Who's got the better straight line though in towards 14? Is there going to be an overtake? I don't think there is. No overtakes as of right now. We go back on board with the race leaders of Daz, Robin and Kane. Here comes Kane on Robin once again. The Mercedes and the McLaren go scrapping it here. And there's a little bit of a shove there from Robin as he goes deep on the brakes. Robin has to go wide and through goes Kane for P2. The McLaren squeezes past the Mercedes. But who's got DRS? They both have DRS on Daz heading down towards turn 5 at Caesars Forum. Will there be an overtake for anyone on the grid? Brown's close to the Ferrari, just ahead of him early on the brakes. Just to avoid a collision, Brown stays in P10. There's still no overtakes as of right now. Oh, we may have one here though. Gopher gets through on Ryan as now he heads in towards P15. But Ryan's right there on his outside. Can Ryan fight it? No, he can't. It's very close battling. As Ryan's missing both of his end place already. Heading round in towards the elevated monorail at turn 9 on to Sands Avenue now. And Gopher hoping to get a little bit more out of this race. Is setting down in P15. As we now go on to the Vegas Boulevard Strip. As that's Brown caused a massive issue there. Brown's losing positions there. He's down in P17. Brown's off as well. Brown's made a mistake, but we go back on board with the race leaders as Kane now gains on the back of Daz with the DRS wide open, heading down towards turn 14. But here comes Robin. Can he make a move? No, he can't. No moves made down towards turn 14. Can we see anything going on? I don't think we can. As we now go on to lap 3. Kane's right on the back of Daz here, but here comes Robin. Can he make the move on the inside of Kane? Yes, he tries to. And Kane holds his line. He's forced Robin to take the inside next to the pit lane. He'll have the outside for turn 2, but he will be wide for 3 and 4. And it is going to be very, very close between Robin and Kane down towards turn 5. Here comes the McLaren on the Aston Martin of Daz heading down towards turn 5. Daz breaks late and the McLaren goes into P2. Robin has a little look on the outside of turn 5, but it's still the same positions as of right now. For the last couple of laps, there's been no overtakes to the front. We go back on board with Kai and Beast as Beast now squeezes his way through on one of the Mercedes drivers. Oh, there's a massive snap. I think there's been a tap from behind. And Beast has lost traction, but he manages to keep the position on the exit of turn 9. Ooh, spicy, spicy stuff. We could have more spicy, spicy stuff here. As long as contact between Fuller and Kai, they're both into the wall. Kai's losing places and Fuller takes 11th. There's been another moment. That's Robin down to P6. And there's yellow flags. What about Kane versus Daz? Kane goes to the left side of the track to overtake Daz, and through goes the McLaren for the lead of the Grand Prix once again. The pole sitter is back to race leader. Basil gets up through into P4 ahead of Connor. He's now got Sam just ahead of him in the Williams, but there goes Robin through on Connor as well. Connor must have had a stinker going through that section, and now he's going to get overtaken by Illyrian, who's deployed everything trying to get that overtake on the V-Carb, the sister car, round the final corner at Top Golf and down towards turn 1 we go. They're still side by side, the V-Carb and the Rebel through turn 1 and 2. The V-Carb's got the inside line and then the outside for turn 3 and 4, but the Rebel comes swooping back at him on the inside for 3 and 4. Who will get the DRS? The Red Bull does, and so does the V-Carb, heading all the way down towards turn 5. Who is it? It's going to go to Illyrian, and he's got the position ahead of the V-Carb of Connor. Great battling on these first couple of laps, I have to say, but we will see drivers starting to struggle further into the Grand Prix. We do see a move further down the order. That's Mini and Bands both into the wall. His teammates collide in Vegas. There's further contact as Halo's managed to bend him into the wall as well. Oh, Halo. Oh, he's having a proper stinker tonight, unfortunately. He's missing that left end plate as well, which is going to be very difficult for corners, but he's going to be massively improved on the straights. As both Alpines now set 18th and 19th. Gopher as well down in P20, and Brownie now has a 5 at 10-second time penalty. Sorry, I thought it was only a 5, but he's got 10. As now Mini makes the move on his teammate Bands, and Mini's up to P18 now. We now go back on board with the leaders of Kane and Daz. Daz, he's way back actually. Wow, the McLaren's got so much space. Oof. Oh, there could have been a moment there for one of the cars. I don't know who it was. Robin now on the back of Illyrian. Connor now dropping positions as well. Robin trying to make the move on the Red Bull driver of Illyrian as we go now round the final corner. Is that Robin into the pit lane? Yes, it is. Robin's into the pit lane, and he's getting a wing change. Wow, okay, lap 5 of 25, and Robin's into the pits to get onto a fresh mediums and a wing change as well. We could see more moves up ahead as well, as that's the Ferrari of Fuller on the inside of Ryan Hurren, who's in the Haas on the outside, but we got Wreck Beast in the mix as well. The DRS will go in Fuller's way, but with that wing damage, how quick is he going to be on the straights to overtake? Can the Ferrari get through on the Ferrari-powered car heading down towards turn 5? He will definitely try, and the Ferrari side by side with the Kick-Sauber into towards turn 5. The space is given, but the Kick-Sauber gets the better exit, and there goes Ryan on the inside of the Ferrari round turn 6 and 7 in towards turn 8 now at the MSG Sphere. It's still side by side. Fuller's giving him a good battle here in through this section. Absolutely amazing. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. We do have Ryan still trying to force his way through on Fuller and possibly try and get through on Beast on the strip. Let's see if he can do it. We'll go back on board with Federer, though, who's going to be under pressure from the Ferrari behind of Alex, who's going to get that DRS wide open, heading down. Oh, he doesn't get it open. What? Oh, it was delayed or something. I don't know. Oh, the both of them have DRS. Oh, there's a retirement. That's Halo in the wall. Halo's in the wall. How's he managed that? Oh, that's awful for Halo. That's so unfortunate for Halo as Brownie overtakes Red Dog. And it's a safety car. I think it's just a virtual, so I think we're okay for that. As the leaders now come into the pit lane, we do see, is that Illyrian staying? It is Illyrian staying out. He's going to take provisional lead of the Grand Prix for now. But we got a lot of drivers just in the pit lane now, getting onto a fresh set of hards, which is going to make some complications for some teams. We could have a double stack here as DRS is re-enabled, and Illyrian now, with that VSC, leads the Grand Prix now, but he does have a little bit of competition from Alex behind, as Alex now goes flying through on Illyrian, who's trying to play a little bit of a game here with the Ferrari driver. Whoever stays ahead through this section of corners will get the DRS. Won't get the DRS onto the strip, so maybe Illyrian's doing this just to gain a little bit of straight line speed, just to keep ahead of possibly some of the drivers who have box. And now is in that dirty air. Kai sitting behind Komi-san, Kane out on P5, Sam down in P6 as Daz now comes out behind the Williams driver. We do see Robin making a move on Mini further down the order. Mini devs him the room, allows him to overtake 4P13. But now Mini, all he needs to do now is try and hold up with Robin, trying to slipstream and get a little bit of DRS off him as well. Just to stay close and try and gain as much lap time as possible, as we might have a move for P3 here. We don't have Kai on the back of Komi-san in the Kicksabra. He goes to the left side of the track. He's going to go and try and make the move in towards turn 14 in Cosmopolitan. And he does. Komi up, no, not Komi, Kai up to P3. Komi down to P4. And now Kane on the back of this fight as well by 1.3 seconds. Robin now going through the grid. He's now behind Bands and he's going to make the overtake on the Alpine driver. He goes to the left side and he's going to get that overtake without problem. That's a wall. Bands completely over the white line into the pit lane. That's got to be illegal, surely. And he's into the pit lane. The pit lane are first set hard, so maybe somebody will investigate that towards the end of the Grand Prix. As we now see Kane scrapping with Kai's, and there's no space given, and the race leader's in the wall! The race leader's been put in the wall! That's made Kane lose so many positions! He's now behind Vader! Wow! Absolute carnage is going on. These drivers at boxes now have to go through traffic, and it's absolute carnage! I don't even remember who even put him in the wall. I think it was Kai. He just completely understeered into the wall and took Kane with him, I guess. That's so unfortunate for the Mercedes driver. But that has allowed Robin now to catch up, as that is Kai now going off the track. He's done a Lando. He's done a Lando. So Robin will get the DRS on the drivers ahead, heading down towards turn 14. But at the same time, Kane gets through on Vader. There's moves up ahead as well. I think Robin will be making a move anytime soon. Into the braking zone. Baz on the back of Connor. Oh, that's very over the curve there. That might be a warning for the Red Bull driver. Illyrian and Alex up front. I've tried to get a good camera angle, but there's nothing really to do here with the camera. And here comes Robin on the back of the Hassel of Vader. Can he make a move in towards turn 1? He goes to the left side. He goes lay on the brakes. Can he make 1 for 2? He goes off the track. Can he make the move? I don't think he can. He makes a slide and Vader's back through. Oh, he tried it. He sent it too hard, and Kai now has a 10-second for speeding into the pit lane and retires. He's put the race leader into the wall, and then he's retired right after. W. I think Robin will be a little bit happy for it, because now his, I guess, championship rival at this stage in time, aside from Daz obviously, is just ahead of him. Oh, contact between the Mercedes and the Haas driver of Vader. I think Robin's getting a little bit angry behind this this Haas driver. He needs to get through if he wants to battle for good positions, as Komi gets out of the way for Connor and Baz. Very strangely, at least. Back on the power, heading down the back straight we go. Bazon now will open the DRS to try and catch up to the driver just ahead of him of Connor, but Connor will not get that DRS advantage. And I think the gaps are just a little too far from each other. Into the braking zone. Yeah, it's no overtaking at the moment as Elrian goes into the pit lane for the Red Bull driver. And we do have a Ferrari of Alex continuing out on the hard compound as well. Daz now takes P2 with Sam just behind him in P3. Connor up to P4 as well. This could be a good finish for Connor now that Kane and Robin are kind of out of the battle. We may have a move here. We got Kane and Robin plus Elrian all fitting on the exit of the pit lane. Ooh, Elrian, little bonk off the wall there, and there goes Kane with the DRS on the Red Bull driver heading down towards turn 5. And there goes Robin as well. Oh, and there's a little bit of contact. The two drivers collide. Robin getting his wing out there. He's really want to get this position. He's really just fighting this too aggressively. That is going to be an issue. And there goes the McLaren locked up and he's went straight on. Oh my god, it's absolute carnage for round 1. I think Alex's best chance of winning this race is a safety car. And I think he's going to get it if Robin keeps driving like that. Kane starting to struggle as well. As we now go on to the DRS straight. Let's see who will get a move done. Oh, the onboards are so loud. I don't remember if I changed the settings for it, but they're really loud for me. As there goes Robin, and on Kane. Is Ellery going to try and make that move as well? He's on the inside of the McLaren. He goes through, and it is Kane losing 2 positions on the straight. Is now down to P9, and Robin's up to P7. I guess Ellery's kind of not changed positions, but yeah. Yeah, this little battle's been good. This battle's been nice. And Red Dog, don't forget him. He's up there. Has he boxed yet? Stops. He has not. Neither has Comey. Ooh. Interesting. So Vader on the McLaren behind. Ugh. Horrible on board. I'm going to turn that down. That's so loud for me. That... Huh? Oh, Brownie Boy's out, and he's retired in the pit lane. I think he's giving up. Oh, see, that's a little bit better now. That's much better. Ooh, Kane's got a little bit of damage to his end plate. That's gonna give him a hard challenge to try to catch up now. We do have Comey just ahead. Robin will not get the DRS, but Illyrian will, and Illyrian will make the move on the Mercedes driver. And through goes the Red Bull. The battling's been okay, to be fair. I cannot complain. Ryan now on the side of Red Dog. And through he goes. Not much of a challenge there from Red Dog on old tyres, but this could be a good strategy from him. Comey now losing a lot of positions. I don't see why you're slowing down, Comey. Like, I know they're faster drivers, but you may as well keep fighting. You're losing track time, man. I'm surprised Gopher's struggling as well. He's down in P15 with Mini. These two have had a horrendous race. I think Gopher will play a little bit of golf after this, not gonna lie. Just go across the street. So, Elrian has made a move on Robin, but that is not... That's strategic from Robin. He's allowed him to overtake there. This could be interesting. Further up the order, Sam and P2 Dash just behind him. The battery difference is crazy. Connor only on 10. That's a very interesting choice there for Connor. Yellow flags. Who's in the wall? That's Robin in the wall. Oh, his consistency finally caught up with him. Yeah, it's so unfortunate for Robin. He had a decent race and strategy and crashes and all that's just not been his race, unfortunately. So I think that's Robin out of it. Out of the points. But the two Red Bulls, once again, every season, this team has just been out there performing. Like, if you look back at mine and Baz's series when we raced, we had a good run. Sam had a good run when I drove as well. I kind of had a decent run, wasn't really bothered. But had a decent couple races, and Red Bull has been up there, so... Yeah, it's a known fact that Red Bull kind of good. Robin finally back into the pit lane, getting that wing change for a second time. At this rate, he's going to come out behind Beast. Ooh. Is Beast going to overtake? Ah, Beast is definitely overtaking him here. Look, there he goes. Nyom. Alex still hasn't boxed. We are now on the halfway point of the Grand Prix. Alex still hasn't boxed. I'm assuming you won't do it for another like 10, not even 10 laps, like 3-4 laps. Then he'll probably box. We have a move possibly opening up here, maybe? No. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope. Well, 17 remain, and we've only got a few battles on the track, and here's one of them, Kane versus Vader for P7. As Mini gets through on Red Dog, further down the order, Can Go for do the same. He's miles back, though. Mini must have had fresher tyres. That must have been that. Tyres. Yeah, Mini's got 4 lap fresh. Fresher than Gopher. Gopher on the back of Red Dog now, and he sees the 2 Alpines just ahead of him. He needs to get through on the McLaren driver. And he's going to try it now. Let's see, can Gopher get the straight line down towards turn 17 at his favourite spot? Can he make the move? No, he cannot. He stays behind the McLaren, who just has so much more straight line speed compared to the V-Carb. Interesting. And Vader v Kane still going on as well. Pretty chill battle, not gonna lie. Kane's just been sitting behind the Haas driver for a few laps now. As there finally goes Gopher through on Red Dog for P14. Oh, there's a locker for Bands. Oh, could have been bad. He's got his teammate right behind him. He does not want to slow him down. And if I was Mini, I want to get this overtake done as soon as possible. And don't forget about the Vader v Kane fight for P7. I'm going board with Kane now. He's got the DRS on Vader. Will he go left? Will he go right? He goes left on the Haas driver, and he's through and up to P7. As Baz also overtakes Connor, who's had a stinker, by the way. Oh wow, Connor's lost a few positions there. He's lost out to both the Red Bull drivers, and now falls down to P6. Does Connor have an issue? Does Connor have damage or something, or am I missing something? Interesting. Well, nonetheless, let's go back on board with this little group of drivers, Mini, Bands, and Gopher. I think Mini and Gopher want to fight, and Bands will try and hold up Gopher, so we'll see what could happen in the next couple of laps. Bands now has the V-Car right on the back of him, around the final corner, starting lap 14. And Comey into the pit lane as well, so Comey's off the old tyres and onto the fresh mediums. So we go round at turn 4 on to the Cobo lane straight. Still no moves happening here. Gopher's starting to drop back a little bit. He does have a little bit more battery than when I last checked with him, but he needs to gain a little bit more if he wants a chance to fight these two. And Bands does have a penalty as well. Is that 10 seconds for Bands? It's only a 3. Right, okay. No fighting in the top 10, but yeah, this is basically the only fight that's going on track right now. Maybe Daz, but I don't think Daz will make a move on Sam right now. Ooh, slidey for Bands. That's going to put him under pressure for Gopher behind. As Gopher now gets a great exit out of turn 12. He's deploying everything on that battery just to catch up to Mini. He goes to the right side of Bands and he makes the move on the Alpine driver for P12. And now he's only got Mini. He's going to use his slipstream on the Alpine driver just to catch up. Bands now maybe looking to re-overtake. He doesn't. He stays behind. The V-Car driver is now Gopher trying to catch up to Mini. Mini on 46%. Gopher on only 30% batteries. He uses a little bit more just to catch up to Mini. Yeah, still nothing in the top 10. Ooh, someone in the pit lane. Who's in the pit lane? Ooh, Fuller. Okay. So, Gopher now. He's got a little bit... I wouldn't say he's equal with Mini, but he does have a little bit less battery than him. But with this DRS, hopefully he can gain a little bit of time. 9 tenths is the gap. He needs to get it down to at least 6 for the DRS straight. I think these old tyres will start to struggle now. To be fair, they've only been on it for like a few laps, haven't they? 11 laps for Gopher, 7 for Mini. 8 for Bands on mediums, wow, okay. Vader and Kane once again swapping places, but with this... Ooh, hello. Ooh, there's a fight here, hello. Alex now losing a few positions. Ooh, spicy. And to be fair, Alex has boxed it on to the fresh mediums. There's a spin. Who's that? Is it Gopher? It's Gopher. No. Ah, go for all of that progress, man. That's so unfortunate. We have a further battle further down. Oh, there's a I was going to say I think there's a puncture, but no, I think we're good. 10 seconds for being in the pit lane for Kane. Oh no, that's not what he needed. He's getting that wing change as well. Connor in as well. He's the one on hards for the end of the race. 10 laps on hards. I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming he's only done a one stop, but he may be in a two. But Alex on this fresh set could catch up to Daz, possibly even lead the Grand Prix at one point towards the end of the session. So I think Alex could have a good chance of winning. Mini go for it into the pit lane. Mini's already leaving. Gopher's in. He's onto the fresh hards again. Interesting. But yeah, Sam, Daz. Oh, a little bit of collision with the wall there for Daz on the exit of 12. I've been enjoying tonight, man. Tonight's been actually quite enjoyable. I do like Vegas for its high speeds and like crazy corners and weird overtakes that you possibly do here. So if we see a lot more of that during the race, I'll be happy. As now Kane gets through on bans. Not much of a fight there for bans. He gets through quite easily. Connor and Ryan. Ryan really deploying. He really wants to stay ahead of Connor. And Connor's out of battery, but he does have the DRS advantage. And Connor will go through on the Haas driver. Ryan stopped pushing. He knows he's getting overtaken. Further down the order, Robin back into this top 10 fight, possibly. But yes, still pretty quiet. Not many drivers close, to be fair. Fullaire's close, but he's not close enough to Comey. And Robin's close to Bans. And Bans lets him through. Bans is going into the pit lane, I think. Yep, that's Bans into the pits. And so is Ryan into the pits as well. Ooh. So yeah, the race has changed, like, massively. Pole position is now P8. Top 3 are now P8, P9, and P2. Minis went down to P14. Gopher, yeah, he started like, I think 12th, 11th, somewhere like that. Down a few positions. Most gained is Fuller. Wow, okay. 8 positions for Fuller. That's a great job from him. But honestly, in my full opinion, if Alex can get this race win, driver of the day. Fuller on the back of Comey now. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting race. So on to the strip straight. Fuller will open his DRS, but I think he's going to get it. I think he's going to get the move done before the DRS. Oh, no. DRS kicks in. Comey's giving him a good fight, and Comey's not deploying either. This is just this pure straight line. That's insane. Ooh, later on the brakes goes Fuller, and through he goes for P10. Let's check up on the top 3. Alex now catching up to Daz and Sam. This will be pretty easy work for Alex, I think. Oop, little brush with the wall there. And Daz going slightly defensive. This is going to be a very interesting fight. Comey gets overtaken by Ryan for P11 further down the order. But we're focusing on this fight for P1. Alex will activate his DRS in just about now. So will Daz. Daz is pushing to try and overtake Sam. Sam is not pushing much either. Sam loses the position to Daz. Will he lose the position to Alex? Alex tries to go late on the brakes. He rejoins the line. But no gain for Alex. And that's definitely a corner cutting warning for Alex as well. He needs to get through on Sam as quick as possible here as we go down towards turns 17 at Topgolf. Across the line to start lap 19. And down towards turn 1. Still no move for Alex. The longer he waits... Oh, he's going to go for it now. He's going to go for it now. The grip is incredible. He's going to go try and round the outside at turn 3 and 4. Will he do it? Yes, he will. In the Ferraris, battling it with the Williams. Heading all the way down towards turn 5. Who's got the better straight line speed? It's going to be Sam. Late on the brakes goes Sam. Does he hold the position? He's still there. But oh, it's a massive slide and Sam's lost it. Sam's lost the position to Alex and Alex up to P2. Daz is now only... Oh, this is crazy. Daz is now the only one stopping Alex from getting into the lead of the Grand Prix. We have about 4 or 5 laps. Well, not even that 4 laps. It'd be like 5 or 6 laps left of the Grand Prix. And Alex now looks to get the move done on Daz. And it will be short as we now go round in towards turn 12. And on towards the strip once again. The DRS will be active for Alex and Sam. But it will be Alex to make the move on Daz onto... down towards turn 14 at Cosmopolitan. Let's see it happen. Will Alex retake the lead of the Grand Prix? Yes, he will. And Daz does not give him much of a fight. And that is Alex back up to P1. Further down the order, we still have Ryan Fuller, Komisan for this top 10 battle. And currently, it's Ryan who holds on to that top 10 spot. Fuller only outside it by 5/10, and then Comey a further 1 second behind Fuller. Ooh, spicy. And yeah, Gopher's had a stinker this weekend, I think. He's not at the pace. It's unfortunate. Mini's been there, but he's just not the race pace, unfortunately. And with Kane's 10 seconds, that could put him just behind Robin, but ahead of Ryan. So if Ryan wants to get that top 10 to Fuller as well, he needs to get within that 10 seconds to Kane, which is now not happening because Robin's now 6.2 off. So yeah, Kane's starting to improve his lap time here. He's 2 tenths down, 2.5 tenths down in his personal. So it'll be interesting to see where he ends up towards the end of the Grand Prix. But from what I can tell, Robin's going to have to put the foot down just to even battle to take his possession. And Ryan staying ahead of Fuller as well. Alex 2.2 ahead of Daz, so there's really only a battle for P2 now between Sam and Daz, so let's see what can happen. We still have that fight for P10 to keep an eye on for as well, but I think we'll just keep an eye on Sam and Daz. Not much happening there anyways, so we'll just go back on board with Fuller. To be fair, today's been pretty chill. Pretty chill. Fuller starting to drop away from Ryan. We'll go back on board with Sam and Daz, but still no moves happening between these two drivers. Both the Red Bulls 4 and 5. Vader into 6th. Connor down 7th. Kane down in 8th. It's carnage. Absolute carnage. Gopher gets through on Beasts for P14. But yeah, the race has been pretty quiet. Can't complain. And there goes Beast going towards the pit lane, I think. Bans overtakes and... No, Beast stays out. He's just given the position to Bans. Fair enough. Fair enough. So for the fight for P2. Let's see, can we see a move from Sam on the straight? He's deploying. He goes to the left of Daz. He is going to try and make the move on Daz, and he does make the move on Daz. Heading down towards turn 14 at Cosmopolitan. And that's Sam up to P2, but I don't know for how long. If Daz is smart... Oh, Bans gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. But as I was saying, Daz does have a chance here with DRS. Obviously, if he overtakes, saves his battery towards the end of the Grand Prix, he'll have that position confirmed and guaranteed. But he does have Ellery creeping up behind him. Let's have a look at the tire life real quick. 16-16 for Sam and Daz, but 13 for Elrian, which means... Which means that Elrain could possibly steal third or second. Ooh. Would be interesting to see. Is Komasan on the back of Rapid Mini. Yep, nothing happening. Sigh. Not 22-25. We're almost done. Is Daz going to make the move? No, he's not. He's going to wait until, in, like, the last couple of laps to overtake. Can you? Well then. Next couple of laps are going to be very, very boring. What about Gopher and Bands? What's going on down here? Nothing. Quite literally, the only battle that's going to be happening on track is Sam and Daz. Everyone's well out of their times. But I have to say, Alex is on top. Just such a good... It's like... I don't know how to describe it. Like, he's just... The consistency is crazy. Well, Daz is all charged up. Sam's almost there. And Elrain is on the back of these three, so it could be a good fight for Elrain to get into that top two. He's not got a lot of battery compared to the top, the two ahead of him, but hopefully he can recharge that in a couple of laps with the DRS. But it is going to be over. It's going to be very tricky to overtake the two of them. To be fair, if you can get one of them on the DRS for the final couple of laps, like say for example, if he overtakes Sam now, then all he needs to do is stay behind Daz, save up the battery, and then he's fine. But I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. So might need to be a last lap overtake for Elrain if he wants to get that lap 2 P2 finish. He is dropping without that 8/10, so. Oh, he's right on the back of Daz. This could be interesting. He could go for the move here. Is he going to go for it? Yes, he is. That is Elrain now making it up to the podium positions ahead of Daz. Daz is a big knocked off, and Daz goes for the round the outside move. He completely claps into the side of the Red Bull, and he gives the position to Elrain nonetheless. But now Elrain's got to survive for 2 laps behind Sam to make it to P2. And with the tyre advantage he's got, it's going to be interesting. The battery difference about what Elrain's got about half of Sam's. Yeah, around about. The only thing is I'm worried about is if Elrain overtakes too early, he's going to be doomed for the final lap. So he needs to, in theory, stay behind Sam, but keep Daz behind as well. Oh, that's deep for Elrain. And he's going to lose that position to Daz as well now, as Daz now puts it on down to the turns 13 at the Mirage. He puts the power down. He's going to try and get through on Sam, but Sam's giving him a good fight here. Not Sam, it's Elrain, sorry. Is giving him a good fight here in the Red Bull. Very, very close. He's done it. Elrain's done it. He's boxed him in, and he's going to lay on the brakes, and he's cleared into the side of the Williams. Oh my god, he's sliding all over the place. Daz is trying to make the move on the inside at turn 16. What is going on? It's absolutely carnage on going on to the final lap of the Grand Prix. Contact made between Daz and the Red Bull. Holy moly. Oh, and Elrain's off. No way. Oh, that's so unfortunate for Elrain. He was really doing well there to stick with these two. And now Sam is going to play the ultimate DRS chicken ahead of Daz. But Daz is... What? How is Daz slower? How is Daz slower? Oh, he's a none, right? Okay, makes sense. Yeah, Daz playing dirty now. He's allowing Sam to keep possession. This is sneaky from Daz, but it is legal, so hopefully he can keep it legal while he overtakes. I know Daz, he's a good clean driver, so this shouldn't be an issue for him. But if Ellery wants to get this position, he needs to start pushing in this final sector just to try and get the overtake on either Sam or Daz. He just needs one to get the other. Will he do it? We go on board with Alex just momentarily, the race leader, and will win this round if he survives the final couple corners here in Vegas. But the real fight is on for P3 as Ellery takes P3 away from Daz. This is it. The moment is open, but Ellery doesn't have the battery to take Sam P2. Will he do it anyway under the DRS conditions? Daz has a lot more battery and the DRS on Ellery, but he doesn't have enough. He's not pushing. What is Daz doing? He's not pushing. What? Daz is off. Daz is off. What is going on? Alex wins in Vegas, but it's all down to P2 and P3 of Sam and Ellery. But it is Sam who will take P2, followed by the Rebel of Ellery. Great racing all around. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And oh my God, Alex, what a race that was from the Ferrari. I didn't even realize he would be in the contention, and it turns out he is, and Robin's even going to take P8 off of Kane. Can he do it? It's 9.7. Does he do it? Yes, he does. What about Ryan? No, he doesn't. Oh, wow. Mini going for P11. Go on, Mini. What a recovery drive from Mini as well. That's mega. Gopher now coming home to finish in P13 where he started. So, I guess you can't complain, Gopher. Like, yeah, you didn't go up, but you also didn't go down. So, hey. In my opinion, you did good. But yeah, what a race, though. That was some incredible stuff for round one. And I'm excited to see where the championship takes us next week. So, speaking of said championship, let's have a look at the calendar. Where is calendar? Is it season 7? It is season 17, okay. So, next week, right, is Baku. Ooh, Baku. I think Gopher's got the times wrong because it says the 13th of October for round 1, yet it's the 14th today. Lol. But anyways, congratulations to your race winner, Alex. What a performance, what a drive. And yeah, driver of the day went to Fuller. How did that happen? That's interesting. 19 to 12? Nah, I'd probably give it to Alex, man. Like, 9 to 1st is still as good. But yeah, Samuel finishes P2, followed by Ellery in P3, Daz in P4, Baz P5, Vader P6, Connor P7, Robin in P8, Kane P9, Ryan in P10, Mini P11, Fuller P12, Gopher down in P13, Komo-san P14, Bands P15, Rap Beast in P16, Red Dog in P17, Brownie Boy in 18th, Kai in P19, and Halo down in 20th. But yeah, what a race. As I keep saying, I can't wait to see what happens next week, and I'm sure all of you that are watching and have watched the entire race, oh, I cannot wait for next week, so make sure you tune into that at 9:30 on a Tuesday. But we're back live tomorrow for PEZ, PEZ round 1 for tier 2, so make sure you tune into that. Gophers on Gums, so that's going to be very good to see, and I hope you all love that, and then I will see you all well, I guess tomorrow if you see me racing, but I won't be around until Tuesday next week, so make sure you tune into that race, and I will see you all then. Goodbye for now.